And Princess of Wales were out and about in Birmingham yesterday to great acclaim, even in very dampened weathers, let me tell you. The crowds were out in force. Don't know if you saw that particular footage, but there was William trying to take an order in a restaurant in Birmingham and simply forgot to ask the customer's name. Don't think you'll be getting a job anytime soon, do you? Possibly wouldn't need it, who knows? Also, can I just explain the title of the video that we put out a couple of days ago regarding Prince William, the Prince of Darkness? You know, some people didn't get the play on words. The bottom line was, you know, he's rehearsing overnight, hence Prince in the Darkness. Nothing untoward, nothing negative, but the bottom line is some people misconstrued it, and of course we like to be clear and impartial and above all free on this channel. Back as ever though to your breaking royal story of the day. Now, as we now know, you know, Prince Harry himself really managed to offend so many different people with his best-selling autobiography, Spare. You know, there were so many revelations that really were contradicted by so many people so many times. And you would have thought really, as I've said before, particularly with a ghostwriter, they may have said, well, you know, do you have anything to back this up? How true is this? But they don't, do they? You know, they seemingly just let it go ahead. I wonder, of course, if the people that were working on this book at Penguin Random House have been so lenient simply because he is a member of the British monarchy. You know, when you think about it with normal authors, they go through it with a fine tooth comb. I know this, I've been one, and you can't get away with anything. You truly have to back every single thing up. Even if you have pictures and quotations and recordings, it's still difficult. So why on earth was he given such leniency? People are, you know, absolutely baffled, including the Prince and Princess of Wales. One of the most hurtful things that they would like to get cleared up, according to a very good source, and as ever we have to say allegedly, but this comes from a very clear source inside palace walls, was this infamous picture of Prince Harry, which of course he decided to, shall we say, shift the blame over to William and Catherine. If you remember, he was blasted at that time for attending a party dressed in this particular uniform, and he addressed this topic in his book, basically saying that he, you know, rang Catherine and William to say should he or shouldn't he wear it. Apparently they said, you know, cleaning it up, go for it. Well, what's interesting here is, according to a very good source, no one recalls that particular phone call. And apparently when William and Catherine did see that, they were kind of stunned, shocked and appalled in the same light. Now, given the fact that when you also consider Harry himself has stretched the truth on so many occasions in his book, including, of course, his very first paramour, who he said was an older lady but turned out to be less than 2 years older, one might be forgiven for thinking, and also given his revelation about what he's taken in the past, perhaps his memory is a little bit fuddled. But the one thing that we've said before many times here on the show is that, of course, he knew that William and Catherine couldn't speak out against it. It's not their, you know, remit, it's not royal protocol. So it's fascinating to think, isn't it, that Harry himself thought what could be particularly damaging, what could create a lot of fuss, a lot of attention for a book at that point, that they were unsure if it would sell or not. And this certainly did open the floodgates once again for racist attacks against the Prince and Princess of Wales. But as we saw when they visited Birmingham, which is very much a multicultural city, they were welcomed warmly by all people. So what Harry had planned, or indeed Meghan and Harry had planned, has simply backfired. But what the Prince and Princess of Wales would like to know, or basically would like people to know, is that this wasn't the case, and they're very happy for this to be cleared up once and for all. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.